Yo, what up, what up? For HYPEBEAST Radio, this is Manny, and this is Soundcheck, a show that looks to discover the origin story of your favorite artists and major players in the music industry. We ask the questions that you always wanted to get answered, and you never know who may pop by. For the newest episode, we talk to Kranium, the Jamaican-born US-raised reggae artist who discusses making dancehall music based out in New York City, cultural appropriation, and so much more. Welcome to Soundcheck. For Soundcheck Season 2, we have a special guest, one of my favorite artists right now.
Yeah.
I'll let him introduce himself.
I like that. Kranium is in the building.
Nice.
Holding the vibe, you know what I mean?
Now, I remember, of course, everyone know you from 2013 when you dropped the song.
Nobody has to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That went everywhere
around
the world. But tell me about your beginning of how did you start making music?
I feel like every kid who's from the Caribbean has no choice but to be in church on Sundays or Saturdays. So I started developing the skills of being an artist in church, 100%. And then I was limited to listening to other music because I grew up in a very Christian home.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got the chance to go outside with friends and go to school, that's when everything dawned on me like, yo, I really love this, you know, and I really can do this. And I really started young. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I wrote my first record when I was like 11, 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
But obviously I couldn't go to like a proper studio, stuff like that. As I said, I was limited. But then when I migrated to the States, I was more free, more open, you know what I mean? And I just start linking up with other friends that's here and just start singing. Left from New York, went to Florida. Where I linked up with my uncle who is a veteran in dancehall music. His name is Screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
He had a couple hits back in the days. And I respect that man to the ground because he was one of the first persons to tell me that music is going to transition from being a deep lyricist to being storyteller and just melodies. So when you listen to a Kranium record, all you hear is just basically melody. And just story. I'm not the best lyricist in the world, but I could tell you a dope story. So that's when I developed the skill. I would say 100%. At 15 years old, I was ready to go to the studio, getting recording, and start putting out music. And 2 years down the line after school, I was in Queens, New York, going to parties every night, you know what I mean, promoting my record like anybody else. But I feel like the determination that I have and the skills that I had, I think I was a little bit advanced than everybody. Not in a bad way, but in an honest way where everybody used to be like, yo, something about you is just different. I don't know. I think like you could be that one from New York to break. You know, it's very hard as a dancehall artist to break from the stage. It doesn't happen. I think it happened like 20 years back. Yeah. So I'm like the new kid for the generation who became one of the first to come hit in dancehall music overseas. So as time goes by, I just kept holding the faith. I had doubts, you know what I mean, because it was very hard to convince DJs to play me. But I feel like that's natural, you know what I mean. I feel like I've learned and humble enough to learn that nobody's obligated to you. You know what I mean? You have to make yourself a priority to them. So I felt like I was finding the right records, getting girls to really like me, you know what I mean, giving them CDs and stuff like that. And eventually, we find the right record because I boil along to a hit song. You know what I mean? Because I've learned that nobody cares about an artist, but everybody cares about a hit song. I think that's where it is. And I found the song and nobody else, you know, was introduced to the world. And then me and the whole team, like everybody was involved, they did everything that they could possibly do to get the record and the level that it got to. And it took a lot of time, to be honest with you, but I've learned that nothing beats time and nothing beats persistence, and I was very persistent and I listened. That was the very important, where when the record was blowing up, I didn't move on to a different record. I just felt like this record is bigger than just what it is. I feel like it could be much further. So I stuck to the one song. Everybody was like, yeah, it's going to be a one-hit wonder. Because after 1 year, remember it took us like 2.5 years to break that record. So after like the first year, everybody's like, yeah man, he's not going to find the next song. One-hit wonder, he's not going to go. But I hold the faith and I trusted the team, and that was the most important thing. You know, I trust everybody that was around me who was really a part of it, rather than the money of it, or rather than what's coming off of it, than what I'm going to gain in the long run. So I feel like everybody who was on the team have more to do with that record breaking than even me, to be honest with you.
And you said it took 2 years?
2.5 years.
Wow.
The song came out 2013. We got radio 2015.
That's persistence. Like,
yeah.
Did you ever doubt? There's just like this. I know this record is it, but
100%. But it was weird though. But what made it possible, where I didn't lose faith, was that the song was touching each place at a different time. So, for example, the song was the biggest song in New York, but it was just getting outside of New York to Jersey. Then when it got to Jersey, we hear like, yo, it's running Kennedy Cut. And then you be like, yo, it's the biggest song in Guyana. And then you hear, yo, Trinidad, it have mash up Trinidad. Then you're like, yo, right now the song is the biggest song in Europe. You know what I mean? Then it's just like it hit each places each time, like a time period. There was and that was one thing. It was never bubbling everywhere at once. Everywhere had its time. And then when the song got on radio, it make a big difference because it comes right back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at one point nobody knew the song in I remember clearly the West Coast never knew the record. You know what I mean? But it was one of the biggest songs in Toronto. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And then it moves from Toronto, where it got its time in Toronto, then it became a big song in England, for example. You know what I mean? So I had the patience because I saw the potential of what it was doing. And as I said, it wasn't even about the money. It was doing free shows. I had the biggest song in dancehall at the time, still doing free shows, because I believe that if I do these shows, it's going to give me the opportunity to make sure there's the right people for them to see the effect of the song, to even try the song on radio. So I put in the work for that record. And that's why I feel like everything that I have now, I deserve it, because I took the beating of fans' criticism of saying that, yo, it's one song and stuff like that, and they won that argument for a while and pulled through. And it paid off in the end because I'm here 4 years after with bigger records and still doing good. You know? Yeah.
Tell me about, like, it's interesting that you pointed out that since you are from you're born in the West Indies,
Jamaica,
but you, I guess, grew up up here. Yeah, it's difficult for, I guess, a dancehall reggae artist to break out from up here and then to outward. Is there like, I guess, is it like people, especially in the Caribbean, are they like, oh no, he's from New York?
I think it's actually close to impossible. I would say that's how hard it is, because even me, I used to remember everybody like, you need to go back to Jamaica, brother, and start promoting the song. But it wasn't about me not going back to Jamaica. It was about, what about kids who come to the state without a choice, with a talent? Yeah, you know what I mean? Going back somewhere that you already don't have enough outlet to actually get you where you need to be, because you're so accustomed to where you are now with other people that, you know what I mean, you move along with, to go back and like start from scratch and do everything. You know what I mean? I felt like music travels through a speaker box. You know what I mean? So I just felt like if I'd stay focused and just follow what my mind tell me to do, I don't think we can miss. And I stayed and I do exactly what everybody want. Everybody leave from an island or leave from outside of their country to come to America for a better life and better opportunity. So I realized that that's what I was here for. My mother moved from Jamaica because she wanted the opportunity. So I got the opportunity to be here. So I'm going to use this New York City jungle as my outlet to let the world know that you can stay wherever you are and become an artist and be very impactful. And now you have artists now that is breaking from the States, like Hood Celebrity, you have Duffy Magnum, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it still came from me just putting in the work as a dancehall artist representing dancehall music. I never switch, I never change, I just stay true,
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for the thing with the music industry is that they're very much set in their ways with things. I guess now it's shifting, but like it's always been like, if it's a dancehall, reggae, soca artists, and need to come from the islands, and then it breaks in the States, or you were the vice versa. You made a music in the States, and it should be easier for you. Not easier, but like people like DJs should have been on you first. Yeah,
but the thing is like dancehall music in America always been, since I've been here, it's always been a flavor, not a priority. You understand? So a DJ normally plays what somebody tells him is going on, back home type of vibe. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when a man asks, yo, which song is going on good now? He's going to tell you the records that's doing good back in Jamaica, which is right. You understand? But in this case, it was that the song was so good to the point that even them was like, yo, who's this youth? Which song is this? That song is bad. Like, you can't go around the song. The song is so dope, you know? So I feel like it's not saying that it's easier it should be easier here. It's more of who is walking these records to these DJs. And I feel like we had the right approach of bringing the records to the DJ, like, yo, this is what we're listening to right now in Queens. That's why it took us 2.5 years. Because the record hit certain places first. But when it got real hot outside of New York, that's when it started becoming very serious. Like, yo, this really spread out in New York. Because you have to get it in the city first.
Yeah.
You understand? But to make them believe it now, it has to be like, yo, you know this song name Kranium, nobody ever know. Yeah, man, I will sing it. Where I'm from, me will call you back. Cause that's what it used to be. Like, I remember people say like, yo, I call my cousin and say, yo, my boss in Jamaica, me like, you make it. I be like, yo, I finally find a hit song. Him say, what the song name? I be like, yo, name nobody ever know. Him say, let me call you back. Hang up him phone. I guess him call him friend. You know what song name nobody ever know? Them come back and say, brother, nobody don't know it, you know. You know, I was like, yo, it's a wake up call. I'm like, yo, Jano. I remember I think I called P once. I'm like, yo, this song no boss at Jamaica yet, or no boss in the island yet. And then like this guy, funny enough, this is when I really take it serious. I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember playing as day. I went to do an interview in Jersey with a DJ named Banky Hype, and there was this promoter guy from Guyana who was in the building.
Yeah.
And when I walk in, I never forget this day. And he's like, yo, are you named Kranium? I say, yeah. I say, brother, what your name? I say, Kranium. I say, really? I say, yeah. I say, brother, you have the biggest song right now in Guyana. And everybody trying to find out who sing that song.
Wow.
And then Egyptian.
Yeah.
I was in Ricky Blaze studio. And I was doing a dub. And Egyptian was sitting in a chair, and I walked in the studio, and I think Ricky was like, yo, Kranium, let me do that double fast, because Egyptian one voice. And Egyptian said, hold on, what your name? I'm say, Kranium. And man, I said, what you doing here? I say, what you mean? Man said, yo, are you sing a song called Nobody Ever Know? I say, yeah. Man, I said, for real? I say, yo, give me a show. I say, what you mean? I say, yo, let me get a show. It's like, yo, right now, you're singing the biggest song in England. And Egyptian used to be, Egyptian used to say, yo, him the bird, we fly out.
Yeah.
Here what's going on and come. He used to tell me, yo, brother, I'm in Europe right now, this song, it gone. You know what I mean? And then that's when it started become reality now. Then me see it start coming, and then everybody started, yo, who sing this song? And then it started from, but it was very shocking to people because I wasn't there on the ground. That's why it was so hard at the time to get the face behind the record. Because we were so focused on getting this record and breaking that some parts, some things that we were supposed to do earlier, we never have a chance to do because we were so focused on just getting the mass onto the record. But I love that song. It changed my life, and not only that, it teach me a lot. And I gain friend from it and I lose friend from it because the song went up, down. So when the song went down, the girls I have when it went up, leave me and gone. Then it went back up again and I get some new girlfriend, and the old friend I'm trying to come back. I'm like, gotta go with you. You know what I mean? So the song really give me a train of, like the song give me a personality.
Nice.
100%.
You said you grew up in the church. What type of music, gospel you listen to?
100%.
Was it because I'm not, so my background Nigerian, so so when I in church sometimes when the gospel be like I listen to gospel music, I'm like, yeah, I did listen to like American gospel music, but then also listen to like Nigerian gospel music. So did you listen to like gospel music from the Caribbean?
Yeah, funny enough, I remember one time gospel was running dancehall music. Like running like the big top 5 song them was like gospel song. Because the thing with Jamaica that I love, and I always say this, that's why Jamaica is one place that is so influential across the world. You can have a country song. Once it hit in Jamaica, they don't care. You're going to hear it in dance. Like, they will incorporate it in dance. So they listen to gospel, country, Latin, whatever it is, they are very musical. You understand? So, at one point, you have like 6, 7 artists, gospel artists around dance. Like, you got dance and is gospel playing in dance. You know? Then after we go wind up on girls, but in the beginning, you know, say, and it's still it's a part of the culture you have before big shows used to keep. A man used to come and pray before the show start. They used to have a man that goes on stage and pray before the show. So gospel was a major thing and still a major thing. And let's be realistic. If you have any grandmother in Jamaica, just know, say, once gospel music turn on, you know, say, the house is going to start get sweep. Once you hear gospel music, you know, the kids not like that, you know, because it's time for clean the house. Once my grandmother start tie fire, once you tie her head and start, in the name of Jesus, it's done. You're wiping down everything until you start a whole album, you know what I'm saying?
You know, that's low-key true, because I have a bunch of friends from Jamaica, and I don't remember when their mother or grandmother or parent played gospel Jamaican music. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, man, beating too. If you don't,
cleaning or cooking.
5 o'clock in the morning, you know. Not like 6 o'clock, you know. At about 5 o'clock, you know. Because you have to clean 5 to 6. And then you have to get ready. You have to go get, whatever, it just depends on which part you are in the island. I used to be in the countryside.
Yeah.
So you have to go get a bucket of water from 6 to 7. Come back and shower. And then you have to go back and get water for them to shower. And then 8 o'clock, you know your face is full of oil because you know your grandmother oil you down. You know you're shiny going to church by 9:30 at Sunday school early. Yeah, so that's one thing about Jamaica where is, as far as music is concerned. It's one of the only places that you go to your bed to music and wake up to music. Because dance starts in Jamaica at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
You spoke. I want to speak on the influence of Jamaica because it's huge. You see it everywhere, and then now dancehall, reggae, and Afrobeat now are huge right now.
And Latin music,
and Latin music, international. So was this something that you saw coming? Was this something that you're like, look? Because I remember early mid 2000s was when like it was a big influx of just reggae artists. You got like Sean Paul, Beanie Man, even like artists like Buju was making music over here and stuff like that, vibes around that time. So now I feel like it's another influx of where it's not just longer charting on the reggae charts, it's charting on like the main. Yeah,
because the world itself is a cycle. You have to catch it while it comes. Because our ears, it get accustomed to sound and then it reset itself naturally. So you remember 2000 was reggae music running the place. They remember at one point you had Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, you had Taylor Swift. It was pop music was running the place. Remember one time hip hop music wasn't so mainstream, but chart in like literally like Migos right now can do halftime at the Super Bowl 100% because everybody know the record. It wasn't like that 5-6 years ago. So now you realize that's a pattern switch. So pop music is not as dominant as it used to be. It's still there, but it's not like what is going on now. Like a Panda now. Back then, Panda wouldn't get through the gate like that. Yeah. So 2000 was reggae. Then you have the pop music in the middle. Hip hop was there, but you know what I mean? When the 50 Cent them and that, then pop music become dominant. Now it's the Drake, the Migos, the 21 Savage, and these are the artists that are being influential in getting a shoes sell, a shirt, the swag. You know what I mean? The look. Everybody want to look like them. Everybody want to act like them because they are the new influential people now. So now it comes now where world music is where people hear that like, okay, reggae is cool. Afrobeat is dope. One of the biggest streaming artists in the world is a Latin after Drake is J Balvin. He might not even speak English. But the melody of the record, they are so dope. So now we're going through a phase where it's universal music. Who knows in the next 5 years what happened? Afrobeat is killing the game right now. There was no Afrobeat before. Yeah. So it's a whole cycle. So we as artists who is a part of everything now is just to capitalize on it. You know what I mean? And hopefully we stay around for when the cycle goes back.
Yeah.
And we see it. You know what I mean? So
and then people are artists like who are use dance now, because EDM and dance, I felt that they derive from
Reggae.
From reggae,
Dancehall, yeah.
and so it looks like they're coming back. With
Yeah.
like, let's get this, get the
EDM was
drums
running
in
the
there.
place, yeah.
Let's get the drums back. Let's get artists now
Yeah.
from like yourself. Like I heard the record you did with Major Lazer.
Yeah, just dropped.
Fire record.
Yeah, the new one that just dropped is doing amazing already, and it just came out like what, couple days, like 5-6 days, and it's like added on someone's playlist. Because as I said, this is where the music is now, the sound of world music. You know what I mean? I like people like different stuff, but the problem with music is not that they're not good music. It's just that a lot of people who are in the position to help the music are scared to try it. You know what I mean? There's not enough leaders, there's too much followers to introduce it. Because I feel like if you try a record for a week, you're gonna get a response. 100%. We don't like it. It's forced. You know, a record that's forced. You hear a record like 20 times and you still don't like it until the 30th time. we know those records, you know what I'm saying? And then there's record you hear one time and be like, yo, you don't even care who it is. You're like, yo, who sing this song? You go out. You remember days when you hear records on the radio, you go out. Hell, find the record.
Try to find it.
You can't even sleep. If you ask me like who sing this song and we can't find who sing it, like it puzzles our brain, like we walk up and down to find it. No, that's what's really happening in music, man. And I love it. I really love it because, as I said, like music need to be diverse. And I just wish that every artist who's creative get their full justice off of each record. And all I can do is just try to make the best record that I can and be a part of what's going on and not be self-centered. You know, I'm willing to try everything. If a Latin man send me a song, I just need to know what the hook is saying. She loves me now. All right, I give you a verse. She likes me too. I will keep it moving because you know, because music become all right. Music is a pot. No, it's all a soup with just a hot spice in it. That's all it is. You put little Latin sound, you put little reggae sound, you put little Afrobeat sound, you put little pop sound, little hip hop sound, and it's a soup going on. Everybody cook soup. That's it. The music is all a soup right now.
From an artist standpoint, do you get apprehensive when, let's say, someone that you never thought was making music like dancehall hits you up and like, hey, can you want to work with this? Or when you see something just like, why is this ex-pop artist making this dancehall record?
No, I don't really. It doesn't bother me because I feel like we as people sometimes we take things too hard. Our artist's job is to be artistic. So if you feel like you want to create a dancehall record, at least find a reliable source that you know of or somebody recommend you to that is really reggae or dancehall, and you work with them so they could direct in the right way. I don't like the bearing down part. You don't have to do it yourself. You can get help. It's the world is small now. We have Instagram and Snapchat and all these things. So all you have to do is find the top 5 or top 6 where people talk to you about. And you're not stupid. If you're a musician, a real musician, your ears will tell you who you feel like your sound would work with best. But don't try to listen to Kranium record and go in the studio with your friends that don't know nothing about reggae and dancehall music and create a dancehall because you offend me now. I'm going to take that very personal. But if you come into the culture and be like, yo, let me link anybody, Dan Carniolia, Stephen McGregor, Ricky Blaze, LMR, whoever it is, and create a record, we're going to accept it. We cannot not accept it because we know, say, you really get the help that you're supposed to get. If I'm doing a hip hop record right now, when I say, yo, I'm one DJ on a hip hop beat, a jump pattern, I'm going to try to find the best hip hop producer. I'll go check his out even down south, or you know what I mean, Boy Wonder, whoever it is that I know that has the right sound for me. I'm not going to make me and my friend and build it because it can't come off sound. It can't come off real because music is what you feel, is you. Right?
Yeah.
But you still have to get help from who's actually doing it for it not to sound watered down. Because you're not stupid. Your ears can tell you when a man like this is trash. Yeah. You know, this is garbage. Yeah. I hear records already as garbage, pure garbage. And it's what hurts, you know, is that you making dancehall music and we're making dancehall music. But you're trying to tell us the reason why our music is not working is because of this and that, but yet you're still playing the next dancehall record from somebody that's not dancehall. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make. Sometimes it always puzzles me like how that makes sense. Like, yo, dancehall doesn't do good on the radio. Brother, work is dancehall, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it too late to say so? What do you think? What the beat is? You know what I mean? Shape of You. When I did the remix, when Ed called me to do the remix of Shape of You. When I hear that, I know that was dancehall influence, 100%. That's why I respect Head. Because he didn't go with a remix with one of his big friend guys. He went for somebody who was like, yo, Kranium will kill this. Make a link Kranium. And that was Ed Sheeran, and he reached out to me. I love the record. I jumped on the record. The record did amazing for me. And him. You get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like that is the only problem that I have about the question you asked. I just feel like if you're going to do a dance record, 100%, but get help from somebody who's know them thing. Yeah.
Who's in your Mount Rushmore for in dancehall? Like, who's like, okay, these are the 4 to 5 pillars of dancehall music?
That's a big question.
Yeah, I know.
Because the other thing with me, I don't really have favorite artists. I have favorite songs.
Okay. I guess
Makes sense?
What's like some crucial songs in
That
dancehall
influence me?
that's influential in you or in dancehall in general?
All right. Because of the changes in the record, Burst Amman Rockaway. Remember the song used to make you rock away. There's so much changes in that record that I feel like is a very well produced song and amazing lyrics. I love Dennis Brown. I love Richie Spice. Because there's certain record. Brown skin, girl, I wanna lock in my arms and thing. Just the tone and like the switching of his tone. So and I'm weird because I like Richie Spice music because of his intros. He just have some little dope intros. Then Burst Amman kill you with changes in certain songs. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to really say, as I said, the artists, I just have songs like, as I said, like Rockaway, I love it. I love Richie Spice, Brown Skin, I like Sizzler, you know what I mean? Solid as a Rock, because of the jump pattern. As far as dancehall, I like Showtime Rhythm, I like Shabarang Sting-a-ling-a-ling because it's just different. Sting-a-ling-a-ling, wake up, it's like, he didn't try to ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell is ringing, but you know what I mean? It's just like raw patois, raw dancehall language competing with mainstream America at that time. So there's certain songs that play a very valuable role in my life. You know what I mean? And I feel like I love when you ask a question because a lot of artists who comes in the game feel pressured by somebody outside of the culture asking them a question who their favorite artist is, and they're afraid to say that certain artist that you would think is their favorite artist is not your favorite artist. You get what I'm trying to say? Because not because a person is a legend, I have to like him.
100%.
You get what I'm trying to say? I don't like your songs. I like 2 songs you have.
Yeah.
Even though you're like the pinnacle, or as you said, the pinnacle. Oh, I'm a pinnacle star. There's artists who's at the pinnacle that I think is really dope, but there's only like 2 songs I like from them. Type of vibe, yeah.
Nice. Let's see how this. Oh, I seen the tweet that you put out, and I thought it was really interesting. You said Africa, West Indies, America. I'm the link. Why tweet that and then I start from there?
Because I feel like right now, as far as dancehall is concerned, I feel like I put myself in the perfect situation where if you want the link, just link me. Like anybody you need, you can ask me because I am not gonna withhold information. I am not gonna be scared to tell you that right now. Alkaline to me is one of the talentedest dancehall artists out. That's DJ and that's a dancehall artist. That's not singing, more of a DJ. And I tell you that Massacre is the baddest thing. Chevron is one of the best singers. A lot of us sometimes, the reason why the music doesn't reach further is because we're afraid to pass on the link to somebody else. If you send me a record and I like the record and I voice it and you say, yo, I don't like your verse, who else you think I should use? I am not going to be afraid to tell you, say, yo, try Massacre. try Ty, and then, you know what I mean, which female artist I want, try Spice, try Conscience. You know what I mean? So when I say I'm the link, I mean like, don't be afraid to ask me for whatever you want. And if you're in Jamaica and you want to link up with an Afro artist, link me. I'm cool with Wizkid, I'm cool with Techno, I'm cool with Davido, I'm cool with all of them. We don't even have to see each other to talk every day, I just know how to get to them. So whatever the link is, what you want, if you feel like you want to hear a dope song with Kranium and Ty Dolla sign, I would love to do a song with Ty, link me, send me the song. All I can do is call Ty and say, Ty, you have an artist in Jamaica, he send me a song, I think it's dope. Listen to it. I'm not scared to share my link.
Nice.
So that's where I'm at, because I want to see dancehall bigger than where it is. And dancehall is huge, but I feel like over the years, nobody took the chance to really expand it in the sense of being open for everybody. You don't have to take everything for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't feel like you all information make it any difference, because I've been in the game for 4 years consecutive, and I feel like I'm in a good position because I've been honest to myself and honest to the music and all. And that's where I've passed on a link before.
Yeah. I just one of the questions I've been wanting to ask that what is if you can give a definition on the difference between reggae, dancehall, and Afrobeat, what you think? What was the difference between?
There's not much difference. There's not really much different. The only thing I would say to everybody is that dancehall and Afrobeat is like brothers and sisters, and that's what it is. I don't want nobody really trying to separate the two to create a vibe like, yo, dancehall better than Afrobeat or Afrobeat better than dancehall. That's one thing that on my side I will never ever make happen in any room that I'm in. Any question I'm gonna say, yo, you don't think dancehall is do you think dancehall is better than Afrobeat, or do you think Afrobeat is better than dancehall? You cannot ask me that question. If somebody to ask me that, if you go up to say, so we are brothers and sisters, and we've been a strong influence in a lot of sound that's going on now, and I just feel like for us to keep it and protect it that way, we have to protect each other and a whole, to make sure that when certain things are thrown out by outsiders of the culture itself, they don't look at us like we're hooligans and fighting against each other. It's just more like we are brothers and sisters, and that's what it is. And there's not much of a difference, but you can tell of the accent, I think. Once you hear the accent, you know, so that's the big difference. Yeah. And everybody have their own style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all have our own style. But the beat is similar to beat. But if you know dancehall, you can tell the difference in the sense of like the way they approach the beat. And the accent have a lot to do with it. That's what I think. Because I can go on an Afrobeat right now and sing a dancehall song, and you would be like, yo, that's dancehall. You know what I mean? And if an Afrobeat artist come and be himself on a dancehall beat, you're going to know say it's dancehall, but you're going to know it's like, okay, his accent is a little bit different. But that's all it is. I think it's just an accent different, and some beats are different, of course, but brothers and sisters.
Yeah. And so tell me about like the new project, and then like the inspiration or message behind it.
Well, the new project is really about my life. I try to make it be very personal. Because Rumors, the first project I dropped in 2015, was very personal, and that's why I feel like people really took on to that. And this project is mostly about sex, because that's what me like. So I like to sing about things that I love. You understand? So I go on the road and I have fun. So the project is called Hotel, because I spend most of my life in hotels, and there's a lot of things. If walls could have talked, there would be a lot of stories that we tell. So I just wanted to use this project to experience my life. I have a record and it called Settle Down, where my mother is telling me, yo, you need to calm down right now. Me and meet too much different girls. If you see one girl now, you get older, like settle down. Then I have a record where I'm talking about things that happen in a hotel. Then I have a record where I used to love this girl. Then I'm like, I don't have time for that. I have an ex-girl. You know what I mean? Then I have time when I'm like making love. Then I have time I just want to fuck. So it's like the album is it's like a soap opera part 2 from Rumors. Because Rumors was like a soap opera also, but it's like a soap opera part 2. But I make everything based off my life on the road, on tour. So it's called Hotel.
I have to ask, story.
Yeah.
Any story they sticks out to you while on the road?
What? Yeah, 100%. There's been good stories. There's been some wonderful stories. I've some nice. I'm enjoying my life, man. Yeah, I'm enjoying my life on the road. I've seen some beautiful people.
Mm-hmm.
I've done some stuff where I wish I could relive those nights. Fans, I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I even have a song called Lucky Fan. Yeah, I think the album will explain it more. Because I'm Singlish still, you know.
Yeah.
Singlish. So I won't get in trouble for saying anything I don't want to say. So,
Yeah.
but I feel on the album, people are gonna say, yo, this guy is crazy. Because I say some things that I feel like a lot of people would never ever say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, last question is, if you would give advice to an aspiring dancehall artist, what advice would you give them?
If I could give advice to anybody, I have like 3.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
1, don't be pressured into trying to find an image.
Mm-hmm.
Let it come natural. A lot of people try to force things. So don't let nobody come make you up. I think you need a little thing to say. I think you need... No. Yes. You can give your opinion on what it is. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you be yourself. Don't lose yourself in that. Because a lot of people lost themselves and regret it. So don't be forced on to take on an image that doesn't sit well with your art.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, don't you ever burn bridges. Never in your life burn bridges. Because I've done things that I didn't really burn bridges. It was more like I got frustrated and upset because I didn't understand it.
Mm.
And then I have to go back and apologize, and not everybody accept apology.
Mm.
And thirdly, always remember the most important thing. This is the most important one. Number 1, nobody on earth owes you any obligation. So if a DJ no play a record, don't say you're done with him or F him or you don't want to link on a friendship from them because they never play a record. When you get on, you start talking about you never want to play a record.
Mm.
Because you're not beneficial to me. I used to be upset. I used to send people records back in the days to vice me. Okay. There's 4 producers that I would never ever call a name. But there's 4 producers that when I was coming out, I sent my vocal and their rhythm. You know, Jamaica, they do beats with like 6-7 artists on it.
Yeah.
And there's 4 times 4 producers dropped a beat with every artist and leave my song off the beat. And when I get my hit song, they never reach out to me because they feel really bad that they left me off the beat, so I won't record. First of all, I do not fight chemistry. You cannot beat chemistry. You will never know where your next hit song is from. So I always say in interviews, like, whatever producer that like me as an artist that try to reach out to work with me, no, because you dropped me off of your beat back then, so you feel like I wouldn't work with you now. Absolutely not. That's not factual truth. If you send me the beat and I like it, I'm gonna record. Because I wasn't obligated to you, and I wasn't beneficial to you. You understand? So artists just need to know that nobody is doing nothing for you if they're not beneficial to you. You have to make yourself beneficial. So start small and go big. I remember when Nobody Said No came out for me to become big. None of the big DJ was playing Kranium. What I had to do? I voiced the dubs for all of they call them sprats, you know, fish. They call them small sprats.
Yeah.
Sprats, and then all the sharks jump on because why? The sprats are having fun out there, so the shark have to heat too. So just always remember the most important thing. I swear to you, do not think nobody owes you obligation. Just work your way up to be very valuable to them, and the rest gonna be you're gonna enjoy the benefit of that. So just lastly, do not. And it's very important because I've seen it.
Nice.
You know, feel like nobody owing obligation.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. It's a great talk.
Yeah, man. I'm tired.
That's today's episode of Soundtrack, and definitely check out Kranium's music on all streaming platforms. You can listen to more episodes of Soundcheck and keep up with everything HYPEBEAST Radio at hypebeast.com/radio. Subscribe to Soundcheck in Apple Music, SoundCloud, Overcast, or wherever you listen to podcasts on. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitter at ECM_LP and follow HYPEBEAST Music for more original content and music news. Let us know who you like to have on the show, and thank you for listening to Soundcheck.